You're listening to the Rise and Grind podcast. We're talking about business, life, and lessons. We're talking about the highs, the lows, and everything in between. If you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, or someone fighting to grow, this is the show for you. Because the grind never stops and growth never ends.
Hey everyone, welcome back. And today we're going to get into something I think a lot of you can relate to. Business breakthroughs. And to help us unpack this, we're diving into the world of Alan Bonner and his program, the Business Breakthrough Blueprint.
This should be interesting.
Yeah. So have you ever felt like you're on that entrepreneurial roller coaster? You know, 1 minute you're on top of the world, the next you're like drowning in to-dos. It can be a lot.
It really can.
Well, that's where Alan Bonner comes in. He is promising a path to growth without the burnout.
And that's the key, isn't it? So many entrepreneurs face that struggle. What's interesting about Bonner, though, is he's not just offering theories here. This is someone who's built and scaled 39 companies.
Wow.
His 40th is on the horizon.
40 companies.
Yeah. We're talking about someone who took a company public on the London Stock Exchange. He's been involved in massive projects like the London Olympics through his broadcast media work.
Okay, so this is a seriously experienced guy.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's got this really diverse background. But what I find really interesting is that he's now dedicated to helping other businesses achieve similar success through this business breakthrough blueprint. So what is this blueprint all about? What's the secret sauce?
Well, at its core, the Business Breakthrough Blueprint is about achieving sustainable growth, not just a quick burst that leaves you exhausted. From the materials we've gathered, it seems Alan Bonner focuses on identifying those very specific roadblocks that are holding your business back. Think of it like this. You wouldn't use a generic map to navigate a complex maze.
Right.
You need a plan tailored to the unique twists and turns of that specific maze. And that's what Bonner aims to do with his program.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal. What really caught my eye, though, was this risk-free guarantee he mentions. No contract lock-in, full refunds if you don't see results, and continued support until you achieve success. It's a pretty bold statement. Makes you wonder how he defines success.
That's a great question. Honestly, it's one that probably varies from person to person, but what's fascinating here is that it hints at a deeper understanding of the entrepreneurial journey. You know, it's not just about hitting a certain revenue target. It's about achieving a sense of security, freedom, and yes, even peace of mind in your business that can feel elusive when you're constantly battling overwhelm.
For sure. And, you know, a lot of entrepreneurs can relate to that. It's about building a business that gives you control over your life, not the other way around. But let's talk a bit more about Alan Bonner himself. I mean, 40 companies, it's mind-boggling.
It is.
What kind of insights has he gleaned from such a diverse and extensive career? What can we learn from his successes and maybe even his failures?
That's where it gets really interesting. You got to think about it. 40 companies. That means he's not only experienced a wide range of business models and industries, but he's also had to adapt and learn from his mistakes. It suggests a resilience and a willingness to constantly push boundaries, which are essential qualities for any entrepreneur.
Yeah, that makes sense. And his experience taking a company public shows he understands the intricacies of high-growth ventures.
Yeah.
But what I find particularly intriguing is that he's now applying all this knowledge and experience to helping others through coaching, consulting, and even leveraging AI tools to drive business growth.
AI tools.
Yeah.
That's not something you hear every day in the context of business coaching.
Right. So what's the story there?
Well, it suggests that he's staying ahead of the curve, embracing technology to enhance his coaching methodology. We don't have specifics on the exact AI tools he uses, but you can imagine things like data analytics to identify trends and opportunities, perhaps even AI-powered marketing automation to streamline processes.
It sounds like he's really trying to offer a cutting-edge approach to business growth, blending traditional coaching with the power of technology.
Yeah.
And speaking of traditional, there's this interesting aspect of his philosophy. He emphasizes the importance of integrity, honesty, accountability, and intelligence in business dealings. He even talks about handshake deals, a concept that might seem almost quaint in today's digital world.
Oh, yeah.
So it raises a thought-provoking question. Are these values, these principles, still relevant in the fast-paced, often cutthroat world of modern business? It's a good question. I'm sure many entrepreneurs out there can relate to that tension between staying true to your values and navigating the realities of the marketplace. So how does Bonner reconcile those seemingly opposing forces?
Well, it seems Alan Bonner believes that strong values are actually the foundation for sustainable success. He's suggesting that operating with integrity, honesty, and accountability builds trust with your clients, partners, and even your team. And that trust in the long run can be a powerful competitive advantage. It's about building lasting relationships.
Yeah, I can see that. And what's even more interesting is that he's not just talking the talk. His involvement with philanthropic work, particularly with the Princess Charlene of Monaco Foundation, shows a commitment to giving back and making a positive impact beyond just profits.
Right. It speaks to a broader definition of success, one that encompasses social responsibility and a desire to contribute to something larger than oneself. For many entrepreneurs, that sense of purpose can be a powerful motivator. Especially when the going gets tough, it adds another dimension to the whole picture.
Absolutely. It's not just about building a successful business. It's about building a meaningful life. But let's get back to the nuts and bolts of the business breakthrough blueprint. What are some of the key takeaways for listeners who are eager to achieve those breakthroughs in their own businesses? What's the wisdom we can extract from Alan Bonner's experience in this program he's created?
Well, one of the most compelling aspects is this emphasis on personalized strategies. He's not offering a one-size-fits-all solution. Instead, he focuses on identifying the unique roadblocks that are holding each business back, and then developing tailored approaches to overcome those challenges. Remember that maze analogy we talked about earlier? That's where it really comes into play.
Yeah, that's right. So it's not just about following a generic set of steps. It's about understanding your own unique business landscape and creating a roadmap that's specific to your needs and goals. And does he actually delve into what those roadblocks might be? Are we talking about things like marketing challenges, sales bottlenecks, team dynamics, or something else entirely?
The key is that he's not making assumptions about what's holding you back. He's encouraging entrepreneurs to really analyze their businesses, identify their weaknesses, and confront those challenges head on.
It sounds like it requires a level of honesty and self-awareness. That can be tough, especially for entrepreneurs who are used to projecting an image of confidence and success. But is that something he helps with? Does he provide tools or frameworks to guide that process of self-discovery and analysis?
From what we've gathered, it seems he provides a structure and a process for entrepreneurs to work through, helping them uncover those blind spots and address those areas where they might be holding themselves back.
And speaking of holding back, that's another key theme that runs through Alan Bonner's message, right? This idea of taking action, of not letting fear or inertia paralyze you. He seems to be all about pushing beyond those comfort zones and making things happen.
He is, absolutely. He's a firm believer in taking control of your destiny, not waiting for things to happen, but going out and making them happen. And that resonates with his own entrepreneurial journey, doesn't it? He didn't build 40 companies by sitting on the sidelines. He was out there taking risks, learning from his experiences, and constantly pushing forward.
Right. And now he's empowering other entrepreneurs to do the same, to step into their full potential and create the kind of businesses and lives they truly desire. It's inspiring, to say the least. But let's get practical for a moment. For our listeners who are right now facing those feelings of overwhelm, those moments of self-doubt, where do they even begin? What's that first step they can take to move towards a business breakthrough?
Well, the first step is acknowledging that they're not alone. So many entrepreneurs experience those same feelings, those same challenges. And what Alan Bonner offers is a potential roadmap, a way to navigate those challenges and emerge stronger on the other side, whether it's through his program or simply adopting some of his core principles. The key is to take action to move beyond the inertia and start creating the kind of business and life you envision.
It's about shifting that mindset from feeling stuck and overwhelmed to feeling empowered and in control. That's a powerful message for any entrepreneur struggling to find their way. But what I'm curious about is beyond those personalized strategies and that emphasis on taking action. Is there something more, something unique that Alan Bonner brings to the table? What sets his approach apart from other business coaching programs out there?
It's a good question, and one that might have a different answer for each individual. But what stands out to me is this fascinating blend of his high-stakes, fast-paced background in broadcast media and even motorsport, with this deep understanding of the inner workings of business growth and personal development.
It's like he's bringing that race car driver mentality to the world of entrepreneurship, right? That drive to push limits, to strive for peak performance, but also that meticulous attention to detail, that strategic thinking. That's essential for navigating a complex race.
Exactly. It's that combination of boldness and precision that makes his approach so intriguing. He's not just about setting ambitious goals. He's about having a clear plan to achieve them, a roadmap to navigate the challenges and stay on track even when the pressure is.
Yeah, and that's where his experience in taking a company public becomes so valuable. He understands the complexities of scaling a business, the financial hurdles, the team dynamics, all those moving parts that come into play when you're aiming for that level of growth.
Right.
It's like he's been through the fire and come out the other side, and now he's sharing that hard-won wisdom with others, helping them avoid those pitfalls and accelerate their own journeys.
It's like having a seasoned guide who's not only been there,
Yeah,
but also understands the map and can anticipate the obstacles ahead.
I like that analogy.
And what's really interesting is that he's not just focused on the destination, on reaching that pinnacle of success. He's also emphasizing the importance of enjoying the journey itself, of building a business that aligns with your values and provides you with a sense of fulfillment along the way.
It's about creating a business that not only thrives financially, but also enriches your life, allowing you to make a positive impact on the world while staying true to yourself.
Yeah.
And that's a message that resonates deeply, especially in a world where it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and lose sight of what truly matters.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that success isn't just about the numbers. It's about creating a life of purpose and meaning, a life where your work aligns with your passions and allows you to contribute to something bigger than yourself. And that, I believe, is at the heart of Alan Bonner's business breakthrough blueprint.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought-provoking question to ponder. What if the key to achieving a business breakthrough lies not just in the strategies you implement, but also in the values you embody and the impact you strive to make on the world? What if success, in its truest sense, is about aligning your business goals with your personal values and creating a legacy that extends far beyond the bottom line?
It's a powerful question, and one that I think Alan Bonner himself would encourage us all to explore. Perhaps his most valuable contribution isn't just his business breakthrough blueprint, but his unwavering belief in the power of integrity, honesty, and accountability as the foundation for lasting success, both in business and in life.
It's about recognizing that the journey of entrepreneurship is not just about building a successful business. It's about building a better world, a world where success is defined not just by profits, but by the positive impact we make on the lives of others.
And that's a legacy worth striving for.
Absolutely. So as you continue on your own entrepreneurial journeys, remember the insights we've uncovered today. Embrace the power of personalized strategies, the importance of taking action, and above all, the transformative potential of aligning your business goals. With your values and your vision for a better world, who knows? Maybe Alan Bonner's business breakthrough blueprint is the key that will unlock that potential for you. It's certainly worth exploring further. And remember, the path to business breakthrough starts with a single step. What will yours be?
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Rise and Grind podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss a conversation or information. And remember, the grind never stops and growth never ends.